Welcome, fight fanatics. If you love intense rivalries, bold call-outs, and jaw-dropping transformations, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the latest buzz in the MMA world. From Khamzat Chimaev's shocking body transformation to Magomed Ankalaev throwing verbal jabs at Jon Jones. We'll also break down Belal Muhammad's unexpected fight strategy and the unfortunate UFC exit of Arman Petrosyan. But before we get started, let me ask you this. Do you think Chimaev's bulked-up physique will improve his game, or could it slow him down? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get into it. Khamzat Chimaev has been staying busy despite not having an official fight booked. With talks of a potential matchup against Dricus du Plessis, DDP, Chimaev is making sure he remains in peak condition, training rigorously. Recent videos and images of him have surfaced, showing that he has significantly bulked up. Fans have noticed his more muscular frame, and many in the MMA community have commented on his size increase, with some even joking that buff Chimaev is back. In addition to his gym training, Chimaev has also been spotted playing soccer. However, his competitive nature showed through even on the pitch. He was seen using grappling techniques on an opposing player, tripping him with a clinch move. This playful but aggressive display reinforced Chimaev's relentless mindset, always incorporating his combat skills regardless of the setting. While his transformation has been impressive, some analysts and fellow fighters are wondering how the extra muscle mass might impact his endurance and weight class options. Chimaev has competed in both welterweight, 170 pounds, and middleweight, 185 pounds, but his growing size suggests he may be solidifying his presence in the middleweight division. Adding to the intrigue, a former training partner, Boro, recently shared insights into his experience training with Chimaev. Boro, who trained with Chimaev in Sweden and Las Vegas, believes he holds a unique advantage over him. He stated that he has studied Chimaev's system closely and understands how he approaches fights, making him confident that he could exploit Chimaev's weaknesses if they ever faced off. Whether this claim holds weight remains to be seen, but it adds an interesting layer to the narrative surrounding Chimaev's dominance. As speculation around Chimaev's next fight continues, fans are eager to see how his improved physique and training regimen will translate in the octagon. Magomed Ankalaev made headlines with a series of social media posts calling out UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones. Ankalaev, coming off a big win over Alex Pereira, took to Twitter to voice his frustration with Jones, calling him a steroid machine and accusing him of avoiding tough competition. In particular, he urged Jones to fight interim heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall instead of prolonging his absence from the octagon. The drama escalated when Ankalaev tweeted a handshake emoji, seemingly in agreement with Aspinall about Jones allegedly dodging the fight. Aspinall acknowledged the call-out by sharing the tweet on Instagram, reinforcing the idea that both fighters want Jones to step up and face top-tier competition. Jones, who has been sidelined due to injury, has yet to respond directly to Ankalaev's statements. However, his reputation for selective fight choices has been a recurring theme throughout his career, with rumors circulating about Jones potentially facing Stipe Miocic instead of Aspinall. Many fans and fighters, including Ankalaev, see this as an avoidance tactic rather than a genuine challenge. If Jones chooses to fight Miocic, it would delay a highly anticipated showdown with Aspinall, the interim champion, who has proven himself as one of the most dangerous heavyweights today. Meanwhile, Ankalaev's challenge to Jones raises questions about whether he is eyeing a move to heavyweight himself. Given his recent performances, it wouldn't be surprising if he eventually makes the jump to test himself in the division. For now, the UFC heavyweight picture remains uncertain, but Ankalaev's vocal challenge has added more heat to the debate about Jones' next move. Belal Muhammad, known for his wrestling-heavy approach, has made a bold statement ahead of his UFC 315 title defense against Della Maddalena, JDM. During an interview, Muhammad declared that he won't attempt a single takedown in the fight, opting instead to showcase his striking skills. He aims to prove he is the best boxer in the UFC, particularly in the welterweight division. Muhammad's statement has sparked debate among fans and analysts. While he has shown improved striking in previous fights, his wrestling remains his strongest weapon. The decision to stand and trade with a dangerous striker like JDM is a high-risk move, considering JDM's knockout power and technical boxing. However, Muhammad seems confident that his pressure, volume, and defensive skills will allow him to control the fight. Some skepticism remains, as fighters often make pre-fight declarations about their game plans, but adjust once inside the octagon. A notable comparison is Magomed Ankalaev's fight against Alex Pereira, where he initially vowed to strike, but ended up using a grappling-heavy approach. If Muhammad finds himself in trouble on the feet, he may revert to his dominant wrestling skills despite his promise. Beyond the technical aspect, Muhammad's motivation for this approach stems from criticism that he is a boring fighter due to his wrestling-heavy style. By choosing to engage in a striking battle, he hopes to win over fans and silence his critics. Whether this strategy pays off or backfires remains to be seen, but it certainly adds intrigue to the matchup. Arman Petrosyan has officially been removed from the UFC roster following his loss to Bruno Ferreira. This defeat marked his third consecutive loss, leading the promotion to part ways with him, at least for now. Petrosyan's release was first reported by MMA journalist Damon Martin, who noted that while he is currently off the roster, there is a possibility of a return in the future if he negotiates a new contract with the UFC. Many fighters who are released after multiple losses find their way back to the promotion after improving their skills in regional organizations. One of the key moments that may have influenced the UFC's decision was a controversial point deduction in his fight against Ferreira. Petrosyan was penalized for back-to-back low blows, which significantly impacted the fight's outcome. The decision led to a wave of criticism online, with some speculating that the incident played a role in the UFC's choice to let him go. Petrosyan leaves the UFC with a promotional record of 3-4 and an overall professional record of 8-5. While his performances had flashes of brilliance, his inconsistency ultimately cost him his spot on the roster. Now, he must decide whether to rebuild his career in another organization or try to earn his way back to the UFC. His departure highlights the UFC's cutthroat nature. Fighters are expected to deliver results, and losing streaks often lead to quick exits. Petrosyan's future remains uncertain, but if he can string together some wins outside the UFC, a return isn't out of the question. That's a wrap on today's biggest MMA stories. But now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Belal Muhammad will actually stick to a striking battle, or will he fall back on his wrestling when things get tough? And what's your take on Ankalaev's bold call-out of Jon Jones? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the fight game. And if you want more fire MMA content, check out one of the awesome videos YouTube recommends for you right now. See you in the next one.